Hi everyone, I'm Sasha from Voice Magazine and I'm here with Jonathan Goldberg for Totally Thames Festival at the National Maritime Museum. Hi Jonathan, how are you doing?
Hi Saskia, very well, thanks. Yourself?
Good, I'm great, thank you. So let's start by introducing yourself and tell us a bit about your project.
Okay, my name is Jonathan Goldberg. I'm a photographer and videographer, and my project is all about the Thames Islands, of which there are about 180, and 60 of those islands are inhabited. And so my photos depict a journey that I've made over about 3 or 4 years, and they feature the landscapes, the people that I've encountered, and the structures, some of which are very quirky indeed.
I actually never knew there were 180 islands, that's really interesting.
Yes, you're not the only one. Surprised me too.
So what makes the Thames and the islands that you've filmed such an interesting subject?
I've always been intrigued by small islands basically, and first I thought I might go on a long trek and photograph the ones in more exotic climes like the South Pacific, but you know what, the Thames Islands are every bit as intriguing as any other islands around the world for me, because they're sort of slightly under the radar, and yet they're just a stone's throw away from London, some of them, or Reading, some of the big conurbations in the southeast. So it's that sort of intrigue that led me there.
So what's the most exciting thing that you ever filmed or photographed?
Well, I've got some highlights. There's one particular island in Hampton, which is it's left deliberately very wild by the owner of the island. So you've got this kind of like wilderness. You trek through a bit of wilderness in order to get to your home, and of course you've got the lovely nature around with the island. So that's like a real haven. And another highlight would be there's one called Tags, which is also around Hampton, and it's got these very these houses that look a little bit like Art Deco ocean ships, cruise liners. They're wonderfully unique, and each one is a little bit different. And one other highlight I could mention is I went to an island at the Queen's Jubilee, and it was called Heron Island in Reading, and I've really sensed a close community spirit, like I'd sort of hoped to find on these islands. And I was welcomed at that particular table with the space at their Queen's Jubilee celebration. It was a lovely experience.
Oh, it does sound lovely. So what can audiences expect from your exhibition?
So I've got about 40 framed pictures, and the framer that I've used is based on an island, and she's been influenced by each individual picture with the tone of her frame. And so, as well as the photography, there's a short film, and it depicts 5 separate islands from different islands and their relationship with the river.
So where can people find out more information about the exhibition, and is there anything else you want anyone to know?
So it's all on the Thames Festival website, as well as my own website, which is johngoldberg.co.uk, JON. And so there's a Q&A discussion with an author on the 10th of September at St Catherine's Docks. And there's also a workshop which I welcome people to get involved with at Canvey Island, which is a wonderful place to explore with a camera.
Amazing. Thank you so much for talking to me today, Jonathan.
Yeah, thank you.